we're going to do a Call Me exercise with Lessie. I call this the treat drop. So in this exercise, a few key things to keep in mind and to remember is that you want to be as little involved in the process as possible. So we're not going to tell the dog what to do at all. We're not going to instruct them. All we're going to do is reward for behaviors that we want to see, the behaviors that we want to be repeated. So all you're going to do, all you need for this exercise is a leash and treats. A bed or a towel is optional. It is preferred because eventually you're going to turn this into the visual symbol to start to relax. Okay. So it's important not to give eye contact, touch, or any vocal cues to the dog at all. All we're going to do, like I said before, is reward behavior we want to see repeated. Awesome. In this exercise, there are 3 stages. The first stage is a stand. The second stage is a sit. The last stage, like this, is a full down. Look at that. Super calm. So once the dog enters a new stage, you won't reward the ones previously anymore. So Lessie right now is in a down. If she sits up or stands, I will stop rewarding her and wait until she goes back into a down. So how this exercise works, what you're going to do is you're going to drop treats every 3 seconds or so. And you're going to try to drop them right between the dog's paws. Oh, there she goes into a stand. So because she stood up and she got to a down, I'm going to wait until she lies back down again. I'm just using the leash to prevent her from leaving. That's all I'm doing. But for video purposes, I'm going to progress as if, never mind. Never mind. She doesn't go down. Okay. So you're gonna drop treats every 3 seconds or so. If she looks up at you, just pause and wait. If she looks away from you or down to the floor, drop a treat. And again, you want to drop the treat right between her front paws or close to her front paws so that she doesn't have to move around a lot to get the treat. If I tossed it over there, for example, she'll get up to go after them. And then she'll have to go back into the down to get more treats. Okay. So say we're at a stand and you want her to lie down. What you'll do, she's just a pro already, she already knows what she's meant to do. So if you're having trouble with this and if Lessie isn't sitting or lying down, I'll just talk you through what you would do. So say she's standing up and she's wandering around the towel or the bed, whatever you have down for her. And she's not giving you very much attention. What you'll do is if she comes near the bed, and if she sniffs it or looks at it, drop a treat on the bed. And when she eats it, and her head is still down, drop another treat. And keep dropping treats at about 3 to 5 second intervals. And do that for a minute or so. As when she's looking at the ground, drop treats. If she looks up or away, just pause. So dropping treats every 3 to 5 seconds. And to progress to the next stage, so if the first stage, standing up, if she is like focused on her bed, if you're very involved and very interested in what's going on with her bed and treats, you can progress to the next stage. If she's not focused at all, if she's still really distracted and wandering and wants to go check out the sink or go check out the dog or there's a smell over there, then you'll stay in the stage 1. Stay in the stage that she's in for a bit longer. So how you'll know when you're ready to progress is she'll be very interested in her towel and what's going on at her feet. And to progress, what you'll do is, so you've been dropping treats for a few minutes now with her standing up. What you'll do next is you'll pause and wait. Oftentimes, she'll get a bit frustrated, like, what do you want me to do next? What's the next step to this? How do I get more treats? And she'll do 1 or 2 things. Either A, she'll just walk away again and start to keep wandering, or B, she'll sit down. If she keeps wandering you'll know that you did it a bit too early, and to drop treats again for every 3 to 5 seconds. If she sits down, well done. You progressed to the next stage. And when she's sitting down, you no longer reward her at all for standing up. So, say you progressed to the next stage, which is a sit. Again, what you'll do is drop treats when she is focused on the towel. When she's looking down at her feet, drop treats. If she looks up at you or around or gets up, just pause and wait. When she comes, sits back down and looks down at the ground again, drop more treats. And again, sitting like I said before, if you want to progress to the next stage, test it out. Pause dropping treats for a bit. And again, she'll do one of two things. She'll either get up and wander, or she'll lie down. If she gets up and wanders, again, keep it the stage you're in. Keep rewarding her for looking at the floor. And if she lies down, then you can progress to the last stage. The last stage is a lying down. Okay. When you're in this stage, you want to reward her for looking at the ground and for not being focused on her environment, or for putting your head down. That's great. I love it when she puts her head down, because that is the goal behavior in this exercise, is for her head to be on the floor, her chin on the ground. It's very relaxed. And to encourage that, wait until she does it and drop a treat. If she doesn't do it, she just does it just like this, then she's content to lie there, and you can pause dropping treats. She touches the ground with her nose on top of her treat. Let her know that I like that. I want her to do it more often. Looking around, we'll just wait. Taps her nose on the ground, there's another treat. Another treat. So this exercise is a bit of shaping, where you're starting with the behavior that doesn't resemble anything at all with the goal behavior, and you slowly reward the dog in steps to get them to where you want to be, which in this case, starting with the dog on a stand, moving into a dog lying down. So you'll progressively reward the calmer responses, starting with a stand, moving to a sit, then to a down. And when she's in a down, only rewarding when her head touches the floor. She starts to settle. Okay. So you want to do this exercise every day. Multiple times a day is just great. You can do this when you're watching TV. This is a great multitask command or exercise, where you don't have to be focused on her at all. You can just casually be dropping treats as she lies next to you. Good. I recommend to do this after she's been exercised, so that she's able to calm down and able to focus on you and what's going on. Because if she's scatterbrained and she just wants to wander, then it's not going to be good for her to do this exercise, because she isn't going to be able or want to focus. So you want to do this for about 5 to 10 minutes, preferably always ending in a down. But if you stop in a sit or sitting or even a stand, it's just fine. Come back next time and try again. Silly girl. Alright. For the first few stages, well, I would actually say for the first few repetitions, you want to have a leash on her so that she can't wander away. Once she's really familiar with this exercise, and like when you come to this towel, she lies right down, then you know you can progress to the next level, which is removing the leash and just hoping that she stays put. So when the leash is off, you'll do the exact same thing, except you're not going to make sure she stays with you. If she wanders away, no more treats. If she comes back and does the exercise again, more treats. Whenever you start the exercise, always start at level 1, which is a stand, and progress from there. And the more you do it, the faster she'll just go right into a down, because this is what's going to be rewarded the most. That was good. Well done. Eventually, the signals to the dog to start to calm will just be you sitting down on the couch. And she'll come sit, she'll find you and come lie down next to you. That is the goal for this exercise. And to get to that point, you want to practice this whenever you want, whenever you can. Just make sure it's a relaxing environment. Now, I wouldn't do this at first when guests are over or when the house is loud. Do this when the house is quieter, maybe when nobody else is around, so that you can just spend this time focusing on the dog and helping them to settle. So she's there. She's at the relaxed point. Mouth is closed. She's taking deep breaths. She's relaxing very nicely. And she's going to come right back and just lie down again. No more treats, huh? So when she lies down, we'll stop the exercise because she's doing a really good job today. Perfect. To stop, all I do is give her a big handful of treats so that she'll be still eating and relaxing as I stand up and walk away. And as I walk away, I'll drop her some more treats. Oh, there she goes.